Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this brand new day. It is raining outside. Yay! Not that cold, and it was raining last night. Took my umbrella with me out Rockies. Oh, joy. Mostly just sprinkling white mist. But just enough you'd get wet if you didn't have it, but enough that you're wondering, why am I carrying this while you were? Thumbs up for that. I slept, a good thing, until finally discomfort wakes me up before 6:30. Oh joy! Hopefully you slept and it's a brand new day. Thumbs up for that. And of course, front-loading of videos. Hey, if you could toss me a like, that'd be awesome. If you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be very cool. If you could leave me a comment, that would be double plus good. And I'd like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These are literally beautiful and literally awesome people that help to keep me and my aging pet metabolizing. Thumbs up for that. If you would like to help keep me and my aging pet metabolizing, I have links to my Patreon in the video description, along with a PayPal for possible donations, an Amazon wishlist link that I need to update that should have pet food on it. Thumbs up for that. Yay! Front loading of videos over, and oh boy! Of course, here it's the Uncle Bonbon's Daily Special at the Cranning Station Third Eye stand in downtown Brookerton, South Carolina, where yes indeed they have finger candy for sale, along with 32 human teeth in a bag. You can get 36 with the 4 wisdom teeth, but most adults have them out, so they're more rare because they have to harvest them from teenagers, so it does cost more than just a 32 tooth bag. And of course, candy floss hair. Redhead hair is more expensive. There are fewer true redheads out there. So to get redhead hair, you need to pay a little bit more. Thumbs up, breaking down human beings for consumption. A good thing. In fiction. So yay on that. Yesterday was in fact a day. I didn't get a whole lot done because therapy. We talked about a lot of good stuff. I talked about the fact that yes, I am starting to purchase things for myself. This is really the first time, really and honestly, since the early 1990s that I have bought stuff for me. I mean, I do have like a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox Series S. But when I get stuff like that, it's not buying something new for me. I'm replacing stuff that's wearing out. I'm not getting new, I'm just replacing stuff to maintain. This is buying something new, and that's awesome. Thumbs up. As well, taking a look at my list here, there's not a ton that I have on my list because, oh, severe ADHD. I am unable to focus on one specific thing when I'm out walking. I bounce on a million different subjects. I think about stuff that has been thought of before. So I haven't got a lot of intense things to talk about from my walkies. But I am going to talk about some stuff here. Yes, indeed, with Minecraft, I've seen for a little while that you could grow stuff underground, and it is amazing, and making my base underground in the new caverns in Minecraft is bloody awesome, which makes it even more and more like Undermarb, because in the whole lore of Marbden and Undermarb, when they discover Undermarb underneath Marbden, and people start moving into and downward and further into it, yeah, they quickly discover how, with the tech down there, to make light that produces the full spectrum of light. So you are healthy being underground, you have all the light you need, plants and animals grow, and so you don't need the surface. And that's kind of like what's happening in the Minecraft stuff. I've got a huge cavern underground, no sunlight. I'm growing trees and farming, and I'm going to get animals down there. It's Undermarb. Thumbs up for that. Now, here's another thing that I just heard about this morning. I do watch this one channel where the guy does, it's a fantasy book type channel. He talks a lot about books, and I do a couple of those even though I don't really read anymore because of my ADHD. One thing really sucks. If you publish through Amazon, you are, and Florum, you had mentioned this, you do sign a it's not a non-compete, but it's an exclusive. Your stuff on Amazon has to be only through Amazon. If you try to sell it anywhere else, it gets taken off of the Amazon chart because you've broken the terms of service. There are a lot of people getting hurt out there right now because piracy of books is just as big a problem as piracy of movies and piracy of music. But Amazon doesn't take a look at that. So when people are getting their books pirated and they're put on other websites for people to download, Amazon goes, oh, it's on another website, and yanks it off the Amazon site. They punish you because somebody pirated your book. And so because somebody pirated your book, you can't sell it anymore. Out of your control, and you're punished hard for it. Isn't that special? Oh, you gotta love capitalism. And of course, not just capitalism, all this machine learning stuff, because it's not AI. We call it AI, but it's not. It's just machine learning. It's, especially when you're doing ChatGPT, it's predictive text. But there are ways that you can maintain another database on top of that so that you have all your if-then statements for the particular words that you want to highlight on top of the natural code base of ChatGPT. It's no more intelligent than the predictive text on your phone when you're typing in, if I eat a horse, and then you see what else happens. It's that. And I was watching a thing about how Bing from Microsoft is going to be using, or is using, ChatGPT for their search. It is wrong a lot of the time. It is unreliable, and not only is it wrong, it gets huffy if you try to correct it. So isn't that special? Still, it's the future. Machine learning. But then, all I really have left is just a bunch of creative stuff that I had been thinking about, because nothing else is really happening in my life. I had therapy, we talked about stuff, I did editing, I fell asleep yesterday, I watched videos until it was time to go on walkies. When I got back, I've been playing 2 games a lot now. One of them is Tribes of Midgard. I'm getting a lot better in that game, it's much more powerful. Nowhere near as powerful as I should be, but still. And I love the game 2 Worlds. It was, when it came out, when it came out at the same time as Oblivion, by Bethesda, long time ago, and it was supposed to be an Oblivion killer, and it's kind of bad, but kind of good at the same time, and I love the jank on it. It is just an awesome game. I've played it, I've beat it, I'm playing it again because it's fun. As well as Tribes of Midgard and whatever else I can find. Because, hey, ADHD. But past that, I've just been surviving. Nothing really big has happened. I do want to do a solo RPG thing today, but I want to do it online to show that, again, you don't need, not online. Well, I mean, it's online, but it's not online. You get the PDF and you find the online dice roller, and then, a little notepad or something to write your character on. And that's good. You don't need physical dice and paper and all that. So hopefully I can get that done today. Yay. So now I'm going to talk about this. It's all on the creative front and all that. Just the way people act and talk. Because I need to make the world as real and living as it can be. Otherwise, it's not going to work for my head. So I've got another section of scenario that has helped me understand more about the world, and hopefully it can entertain you as you hear me talk about it. Because me with my ADHD, and it's not getting better, I mean, I want to write these 2 huge projects, but if I never can, at least I'm expressing to other people the ideas that I have. I'm not too worried about selling my stuff, and I'm not too worried about making my mark on the world, because none of that matters. I'm never going to be able to make a living selling my stuff. I just want people to be able to see it. I want to entertain people. I'm not trying to make any, a huge profit or anything. Yeah, I mean, money would be nice. It would help me live better. It would help take a lot of the worries out of my life and make it so I'm not worried about going homeless every single month. But past that, I mean, money isn't going to make me happy, other than it's going to take away a lot of the fears. So I just want people to know about it and get into the stuff without. So I'm going to talk about it now that I've blathered on. So thank you very much. I have posited before that one of the languages of love with cryptids and humans is cryptids talk about their desire to eat their partner all the time, and the human partner in that, when hearing that, does not feel that as a terrible, frightening thing, but instead that is, oh, they love me sort of feeling. So if you have somebody come up behind you, slip their arms around your waist and say, oh, you smell good enough to eat, you just lean back into them and you go, oh, I love you too, babe. Because that's how it is. And so one of the things, I do have 2 partners, cryptid partners, and the way I imagine that, some days they would wake up is, of course, you have the cryptid wakes up, being the big spoon in the partner, gives a lick on the neck of the human being, which is, oh, good morning, delicious. I'm always amazed to find you still here. I dream about eating you so often, I'm amazed I haven't eaten you in my sleep yet. Oh, I'm gonna get up though and make some breakfast, because if I just lay here any longer, I am gonna eat you. And then gets up out of the bed, and of course the human being just rolls over and it's like, you don't have to get up yet. Another day undigested. And then, of course, the cryptid talking about dealing back with all breakfast sausages and stuff. The cryptid will say, I'm making breakfast sausages. I stopped off at the Third Eye stand on Cranning Square in Brooklyn, South Carolina, and I bought some Italian sausages. And the human says, well, we've been eating a lot of Germans lately, and I'm kind of tired of that beer bratwurst flavor for breakfast, so how about Italian? Let's have Italians. And the cryptid is just talking about how the Italian sausage is from a whole Italian family that had been liberated from one of the American corporations, and of course taken to an Uncle Bonbon's processing station where they were broken down into snacks and sausages and such like that, and now they're having Italian sausages. But because of the regional differences in flavors, which of course the cryptid is amazed about, but when they eat this sausage, it doesn't just take like normal human meat. There are regional differences in flavors. This sausage has the unmistakable taste of old country in deep inland Italy. Old country cooking, old country taste, not immediately identifiable, but delicious and amazing. To which the cryptid, of course, is just, after eating a few bites of this, and both of them just being astonished at the flavor of what these people taste like, is like, I'm always just absolutely astonished at the regional differences in flavors between you people. All right, good golly, Miss Molly. Because after all, there's Midwestern corn-fed farmer, which if you take those particular Midwestern corn-fed farmers, summer sausage, it tastes just, it's nostalgia of a youth you never had. And down in the Cajun areas of Louisiana, those Cajun people are pretty spicy. And, well, I mean, they still just use artificial maple syrup flavor for Canadians, but thumbs up for that. But one of the things, if I can try and think about how, yes, it was the human being talking about this, where I have posited again before that, This part is actually true. Mind is a function of brain. If you alter the brain, you alter the mind. Take a look at anybody who's had a stroke and how their personality changes after that. Mind is a function of brain. We know this. It is true. Alter the brain, alter the mind. You add in these other parts of the brain, even though they are extra universal, they are still attached. Change of brain, change of mind. So you get to the point where at first you're like, I would never do this, but then cultural stuff and the way that we have been grown up as a species throughout the hundreds of thousands of years, we don't eat each other. Again, culturally and more, it is really looked down on. But in the cryptid world, that fades after a month. When you first say, I would never, you're idly just chewing on some human jerky from a bag that you got from Uncle Bonbon's. At the same time, in this conversation, I imagine, because there's one person that I'm following who's having real issues. Everybody else, that cultural and that drive to not eat your own fades away. But this person, it doesn't. And so they know that they're the odd one out, and that by not eating human beings, they're the weird one. And so they eat people products anyway just because fit in. Otherwise, you're already an ostracized from normal human society, because when your third eye opens, normal human beings start losing the ability to interact with you on any measure. The only people you have to deal with are other humans with the sight or cryptids, and they all eat human meat. You gotta fit in. So I imagine this person would be going, yeah, I mean, yeah, it is amazing how there is regional flavoring. I mean, there's no way that we would have known as people. I mean, you know, normal people, they don't eat each other. You know, like we do. What? As we do. And that would be rough, I imagine. Being reminded that, yep, you devour other human beings. So I gotta write and make this poor person suffer even more. Because after all, in my cryptid setting, I have to take my characters and I have to hurt them and beat them and crush them until they are in so much pain I can barely see because I'm crying so hard. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. Gonna go through and thank however many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended, and even though I count in American Sign Language, oi, my brain, you've seen how it works. Let me call up my Chrome, of which I want to replace fully. Jesse Koskinen, it is awesome, and dark humor is awesome. I am a spiritual Finnish person in that fashion. There is Inko Infinity 2, thumbs up and thank you. Chris, greatly appreciated. I just can't keep my feet from curling up in my shoes. I get so scared when playing Minecraft. It is that immersive for me. JAYY, thumbs up. Good to see you in the comments. Shinra, thumbs up and thank you. And if I look younger now, then that is very cool. I don't see it myself, but then I'm behind my own eyes. I can't make a valid judgment that way. There's Sleep Pack, thumbs up and thank you. Hope to see you very much. There is Widya, greatly appreciated. And Blue Toad, thumbs up. Thank you very, very much. And oh my God, Doctor Strangelove is one of the best movies out there just because of how freaking dark it is. Oh my God. And 77 Arc Tourist, yeah, Open Morrowind is awesome. Oh my God. All the mods and all that, it is bloody awesome. So, thumbs up. There is Flora Mew, greatly appreciated. Hope to see you in the comments as well. I don't know where that one came from or why it was so stilted in English. I think what I meant to say was, good to see you. Thumbs up. And there is RJ Mitchell, greatly appreciated. Thumbs up and always good to see you. And Mile Bucket, Greatly appreciated. Thumbs up. Thank you, each and every one of you. 12 people who left me comments got me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, if only for a short time and if only a text. Thumbs up. Thank you all. Hey, as long as I get anything more than 0 comments, it is all very, very cool. Well, I'm going to try and do what I can do today. It being Friday, I can't really make any phone calls to any government agencies because old people who have nothing else to do because they're old like to get on government phones and wait in line for like 4 hours. I don't have a phone with a battery that'll last that long. So, hopefully you can get done what you would like to get done, and if you can't, don't beat yourself up. No point in that. And of course, if people are getting sick where you are, take appropriate precautions. If people are getting hurt where you are, take appropriate precautions. And if you are out walking and you hear the mournful howl of the bus horn, that bus with your name on it, there are no precautions that you can take. That bus is going to hit you. You are going to crash to desktop. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing.